Punters and dribblers, as we embark on our journey to the United States of America,
We need fuel.
we need fuel. We need good fuel, good, honest fuel.
We need the best fuel.
Yeah.
Like, for example, when you hop on a plane, you hope to God that they're putting engine fuel, plane fuel into that fucking thing.
correct fuel.
Correct fuel, and they're not just pouring in some canola oil,
That would be problematic. I don't want to hear that the day we're leaving, Edward, but thank you. What the fuel of choice for Hello Sport in Las Vegas?
Good day.
Good
Why?
Day, well, listen.
It's the best.
Good
The best
Day
in the
Daily
business.
multivitamins. Obviously, it's become 100% incorporated into our daily routines.
Just had one. Feel terrific.
But it is a multivitamin taken daily, and it helps fuel the mind, the body, the spirit, the soul. It has benefits for immunity. It has benefits for cognition. It has benefits for liver. There's a shitload of them. Shitloads of benefits. One sachet a day into water, stir, slam it down.
That's all you need.
Or sip on it, actually. I prefer to sip. I get a bit more water, passion fruit flavour.
Oh, it tastes terrific. I was sipping mine today, mate. I was sipping mine today, and it's made me feel a lot better.
Yep.
Because came in alert, little dusty. And all I'm saying is
It helped.
it helped. That's all I'm
That's
saying.
all he's saying.
That's all I'm saying. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. Maybe
just an
feel better. BeGoodHealth.com.au. Use the code DRIBBLERS. 20% off. Our gift to you. Because we're kind. We're generous.
Make smart decisions. There is never a bad time to start taking your health seriously, and Good Day Daily Multivitamin slips gently into your lifestyle.
Fuel yourself up.
You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
What is up, punters and dribblers? Welcome to another episode of the Hello Sport Podcast. It is the home of unqualified opinion and unwavering bias, Edward.
You've absolutely nailed that, Tom. Coming to you live and exclusive from Las Vegas.
Yep.
Is there like a saying for Las Vegas? What do they call this place? Sin City?
Viva Las Vegas, Sin City. City never sleeps. Maybe that's New York. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Insert Las Vegas reference
Unless
here.
you do a podcast, in which case it doesn't stay because we're fucking literally...
We're just telling everyone.
We're just telling everyone.
We're giving you all the hot, juicy goss. We've said, fuck that. We're not going with that motto.
No.
We're breaking away from tradition.
Yeah, what happens in Vegas...
Gets told to the punter and the dribbler.
Yeah, will be retold. We are, for those of you just listening, we are sitting on the floor of the hotel. Well, I am specifically, of the hotel room.
I'm on the couch. Tom Len up against me.
Yeah.
And basically today, we're peeling ourselves out of our king beds.
Yep.
Peeling ourselves off the satin or the silk. And we're going to have to go and do some interviews with some fairly well-known individuals.
Some heavy hitters.
Some heavy hitters of the rugby league space.
Yeah, well, it's the only thing that would get me out of bed is a fucking hungover Matty Johns.
I'm not getting up unless it's Matty, Gordy, Fletch, Hindy, Braith, Cooper Johns. Like if I'm not getting that sort of access, then I'm staying in fucking bed and I'm getting up at like 4 p.m. and I'm having a Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done.
But we are professionals, so we had Bloody Marys beforehand.
That's right. Now, I made it sound earlier like we're off to see him. We've actually already been.
Yeah, no, we have already
I
been.
thought we might have been just doing like a thing where we try to cheat it. But
yeah, like as in like misleading, like a bit of, not misleading, but like lying by omission, although you were blatantly misleading.
Now, obviously, now that that's out of the way, we've already done it.
Yeah, we've already done them.
And it was fucking fun.
Yeah, they were. It was a good time.
It was absolutely hilarious.
Vegas generally, Eddie, is there anything like, is there any insight you want to give the punter and or the dribbler just about generally how you found yourself, how you found your time?
How I'm finding my time?
Yeah.
Finding my time to be like extremely enjoyable.
Yep.
Now, obviously, we didn't get off to a great start on the tables. We've been fighting tooth and nail, but we're down. We're not down crazy.
We're not down much.
We're approaching halfway of our allotted
Budget. Our budgeted allowances.
Budget allowances. I have full faith, Tom, that you and I can fight the good fight and lift ourselves up off the canvas.
If anyone
much
can
like,
turn it around.
much like I don't know, a Gypsy King in the 12th.
Yeah, against Deontay.
You know what I mean? Like, people go, oh, the count was fucking long. Give a shit. He got up, cunt.
You get up and you put it on red or black.
Or black.
Or odds and evens.
But we're having a fabulous time. Shout out to Tequila. Shout out to Chicken Tenders.
Yep.
Which are undefeated. The Venetian chicken tenders are second to none.
Late night room service last night with the roux was nice as well. We did about even, and then we sat in here and pounded techies and margs and
talk shit.
Talk some shit.
You know what I mean?
Got some tenders shipped in.
We all enjoyed.
We all enjoyed.
And then Tom and I laid in bed and watched Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
Till about 4 a.m, which was dumb because we had to get up at 9, and that fucked me. It hit me like a truck.
Yeah, but it was funny.
And all I wanted to do was tell Tobler to fuck off and say, I don't want to get up, cunt.
No.
I'm not done sleeping.
No, I've got me and the bed have an appointment.
Oh yeah. Like me and the bed had, we had more fun to get up to, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And I was denied that.
What is, I think, also worth mentioning is that Tobler's clogged the shit up.
Tobler's already clogged the shit up.
Tobler's already clogged the shit up. Tobler, no, behind the mic. We're going to ask you to be quiet, please. You're getting in the way of... no, Tobler's clogged the shit up.
Which is an issue and not a great start.
Do you want to just get a little pan around of the fucking state of the room? It's not exactly clean. That's the breakfast bar you're seeing right there.
It's not exactly dirty though either.
Well,
you know
listen,
what I mean?
I would like for someone to come in and firstly unclog Tobler's shit and then clean up the
I think someone's on the way up.
Are they?
I think someone's on the way up.
With a plunger?
With a plunger, hopefully, with the right equipment to get the job done.
Tobler will be filming that, so don't worry.
Yeah, I think that's great content. Yeah. And that's about it so far, realistically. We were going to get the gondola yesterday. Guess how much they wanted to sting?
Boy, guess.
Your mates.
Guess.
Have a guess at home.
Have a guess.
Have a guess. If you said $165, then you'd be correct.
Yeah, for a romantic two-person.
For like 10
cruise.
minutes.
Our hotel has a gondola out the front, which is just a fucking glorified pool with a float with a blow-up boat in it. We weren't getting on that, and then we found upstairs in the hotel.
They've got Dos Gondola.
But there's one upstairs that's like this huge river that snakes through the whole fucking thing, and you can gondola ride for a small fortune. Now, had we won our first sort of go on the roulette table,
different story. Again,
this podcast to be coming to you from a gondola.
Again, the budget's tightened. Yeah. The belts have tightened. Tobler's been told to start rationing food.
Yeah.
Because we're in the fight of our lives right now.
We are.
And you got to start saying no to things.
Well, especially when Tobler comes out, we let him come and shoot guns,
which cost a fortune as well.
Shooting guns not cheap.
Someone here for the shitter.
Someone here for the shitter. That's probably a good place to wrap it up.
Okay, enjoy these.
Enjoy the potties. Thanks everyone for coming on. So hold on, you're playing Pebble Beach?
Played Pebble Beach.
How'd you get on? Is that an easy course to get on, or do you have to work hard to get?
Well, it was funny because we went to Carmel Valley where Clint Eastwood was the mayor in the 80s, and he owns a fair bit of stuff. And then we were staying there, and I thought, do you have a golf course? And they went, Pebble Beach is there. It's like 8
Do you have a golf course? It's not a bad golf course to have.
Yeah, I said, look, is there a golf course? Because there's not a lot to do. It's a sleepy little town. So we ring up, and I get on Pebble Beach. And 2 days, I said, yep. I said, what time want to play? I said, about 11. It's a good time. Played at 11. The guys that I played with, one had to book it a year in advance, and the other bloke booked it 6 months.
You're the best, mate.
And then they go, but don't forget, it's only one person, right?
Yeah.
So everybody's playing in a group of 4 or group of 2, and then somebody else joined in. It was his birthday, then I rolled in because there's there was one spot. But it was cool. 2 groups in front, Jerry Rice.
Really?
Oh, mate, there's just the who's who.
Did you get to meet him?
No. G'day, Jerry. Cool.
Something.
G'day.
Play through, Jerry.
Just hitting bombs on him.
How'd you hit him, all right?
No,
of course not.
I think the 7th is the smallest green on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, right.
They're the small, for Braith, because he's a good player, he would have loved it. I enjoyed it, but it is by far the hardest course I've ever played by. You hit it and you miss the fairway, which is tight. You can't find it. It sits down. And they played 3 weeks ago there.
Yeah, Pebble Beach Pro-Am,
Yeah.
So it's in championship nick.
Yes.
Just for you, Gordy.
Yes.
Just for Gordy.
Yeah, like they set it
I
up
knew
for
you were
my
coming.
draw. They set it up for my big slice and a duck hook. So it was set up perfectly for me.
There's no pressure like playing on a good course where people are good.
With
and,
people you don't know.
People you don't know that took it seriously, played off 3, and I walked into the club because Tiger's got his locker. Everybody's Bing Crosby's got his locker there. There's just the who's got these locker, and then this bloke sitting there. I'm like, this bloke's meditating before, and then I end up playing with him, and he took it so serious. He's got a caddy and everything. People are caddying for him, and I'm just sitting there having a beer, just hitting balls. I'd just drop another one and just
Golfers can get very serious, can't they? Golfers, they can take
well, it's a bucket list, and he wanted to play, and he walked, so he had a caddy, and then he wanted to
Did
walk
he
with
play
it.
well though?
Oh, he played unbelievable.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, mate,
Very
Braith,
cool.
but the bloke hit it, he duffed his first. I'm like, it made me feel better. And then the other bloke slide, and I'm like, oh, everybody's on the first tee. There's 30 people lining up to go. Because they come, they fly in to play this course. So it was a bit nerve-wracking.
And you're carrying your own bag, mate. That must have been.
I got a buggy and a couple of beers.
A couple, how many?
No, because every third hole, there's
more beers.
Yeah, and then the bloke driving around. So I just got 2, and then I thought, just in
case
case.
by the end of it.
Yeah, by the end of it. Oh, well, it was a good day, though.
You're both, you're I guess, nice beacons for us in terms of professionalism. Just seeing how fresh you are today, and the way you're holding it together. I assume there was a bit of a rip last night. We didn't even have a rip. We just sat in the room and drank beers till late. But you guys are able to sort of front up, fresh.
I wanted to be fresh for
Showered.
today. Got a big day, but
fresh for us.
I'd be lying if I say we didn't have a crack. We landed here at 6 in the morning, and me, Matty, Fletch, Hindy, Gal, and Wade Graham were at the bar by 8:30 in the morning. So we thought the earlier we have a few drinks, the earlier we get to bed. So I ended up bailing out on them at about 7:38 because I had today on, but I think they kicked on for a fair bit. But I'm fresh because I got some sleep. But I got a big night tonight, so I had to be right. You would have had a crack last night, surely.
No, I didn't. I just went and had dinner.
All right.
Okay.
So I've been over here for about 7 days, so it wasn't a norm. So I flew in. I didn't land till 4:30 yesterday. So we went out, and I got a mate that sort of has a business here. So he booked a restaurant where we just went there and got on the drink there, had a few wines and a beer. But we were in bed by 11 or something.
Oh, that's responsible.
Yeah. But how are you two feeling?
Mate, we were okay.
I don't know if I buy into this. You're a little bit dusty, sure.
No, it sneaks up on you. I don't know what it is. We were tracking pretty well, and then all of a sudden it's 3:30 in the
Actually,
morning.
do you have your eyes open?
The sunnies at the keys.
Give it
We
away.
made an agreement with Braith before we started that sunglasses
They
were
remain.
allowed on.
Well, they're mandatory.
yeah,
That's
they
right.
were.
And then you're playing the tables, and you get excited, and a couple of tequilas, and all of a sudden.
Are you guys punters? Will you get out there and hit the tables while you're here, or is it not a?
I'm not. I think last time I was here, because we come over for 10 days with Matty.
Oh, that's right. We've heard brief sort of
Okay.
about that 10 days.
But then
stretch.
I put $20 in a poker machine when I was here for 7 nights. So I'm not and I don't sit down on tables because I don't really know how to
I
play.
think you got to have a pump while you're here.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind a pump back home, but not crazy. But when I'm
We
here,
sit on a blackjack table here.
yeah, I love blackjack. I love poker.
Yeah.
Poker's good to play here. It's because you're playing against the locals as well. They know how to play, and it's a good experience. You got guys from the desert come and play full time, and it's good fun. But I don't win ever here, so you're just donating. Really, it's just a donation. But
It's exactly right. I always feel like I'm going to have luck. I feel like I
feeling
can
lucky?
read
We
the
all do.
table, and I reckon I know how it's going. It just hasn't worked out that way. We're hurting bad at the
we're in
moment. We're
trouble.
down.
Right.
We're
Do you
approaching
chase your
50%
money?
of our pool.
Is that right?
Chase?
Well, we don't need to chase yet because we've got our budget and
got
we're
the
fucking
budget.
blowing through it.
what about
But
the missus? Are they all sweet? Can you hit
Do
the
you
bank
tell your
account, or
wife?
you got to
Well,
be careful?
Listen, it's
This
a
is
business
the tax
account. They don't have
write-off.
eyes on that sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank God for that. But I think we've set. It's not a small number that we've set
but it's
ourselves.
reasonable, I think. I think it's like a responsible number.
However, if we were to blow through that today, for example, and we've got 5 days left, then there's a big decision to make.
Well, that won't happen. We're working. This is a work trip first and foremost. If my wife's watching, so that's all right. We won't blow through it today.
Okay.
But if you were, because what we will be doing we're going to put on like our last day we'll be putting on a bet on the roulette. That's our poison.
Yeah. And is it red or black?
That's where we're literally just gonna go through everyone we speak to and get red or black, and then we're gonna basically choose based on the numbers.
Yep.
Which one we're gonna go on. So I mean, if you've got a red or a black,
do you look at that little scoreboard and just go, "There's been 10 reds. God, it's going to be black," or you like?
No.
Is there any theory behind your?
Well, listen, yesterday we were like, there's been 10 reds in a row, it's got to be black, and it was fucking red.
So that system's fucked.
So, watch that at your own peril, Gordy.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
thing's
I'll
made
go
to mislead.
black.
Yeah.
I'll go black.
Black?
Yeah, mate.
Okay, sweet.
Okay, good. 2 blacks out the gate. Make a mental note of that.
I
Topper.
got a photo here for you guys.
Black,
I just want to
black,
get.
red, black, walk away.
Oh shit! Okay.
There you go.
I've got a photo here for you guys. Just want to.
Here we go.
I just want to get your thoughts on it quickly. Now, obviously, Phil Gould is an ornament to the game of rugby league. He's trying out a new hat. He's posted that on Twitter.
Wow,
His missus has
Columbo.
got that for him.
Gus, have a look at him.
Just want to get. Do you rate it? Like, do you rate his fit there?
Is that called a fedora?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fedora.
Yeah. I actually don't mind it.
It
Actually, it all
Would you
depends
wear
where
that,
it.
Gordy? Would you wear that hat?
If I'm in Hawaii and I'm sitting on
He's
the
not
beach,
in Hawaii, but
but I don't know whether he is in Hawaii.
No, look, I can confirm.
You don't know whether Gus is over there.
Let's,
know what?
assume, let's
Starting up.
assume he's at Belmore.
Okay.
it's not a hat you wear to Belmore.
So you know that.
I know what hat you wear to Belmore.
But is that a bit of a Bondi-ish hat? Or Eastern Suburbs?
Is he a Bondi Eastern Suburbs?
Yeah, I don't know if it
Shire.
is.
He's a Shire man now.
Oh,
Is that where he is?
See,
I wouldn't wear that. But you know what? He's
but you're
trying
not,
new things.
but you're not 60. Gus is what, 65, let's say.
He certainly looks like it.
No,
Respectfully.
Gus. No, so I reckon Gus is 65. I reckon it's okay when you're 65, but I wouldn't be wearing it to a game of footy. But if you're going and you're playing golf or you're going to have lunch and you're going
if
for
you're
a walk,
65 going to Hawaii to play golf, then you wear that.
you wear
So
that.
if you can get the pension, it's play on.
Hey, mate, he's been on the rugby league pension for a long time.
He doesn't need the
Gus.
pension, Gus.
He is the only official still getting paid by 7 clubs. Oh, mate, I fixed that. I'll leave it.
He's the king.
No, mate.
He's the king.
Mate, but he's turned the Bulldogs around, I reckon. Like he's starting to
We'll
shape them
find
up
out.
a little bit, right?
I think he's done a great job. And
Yeah.
this year, I expect them to. Well, I did last year, but I think this year's going to be the year where they make a big move. They need to, but I think he's done well, but I think their performances will tell us. And
Well, that might happen. So some clubs have the sombrero. The Bulldogs might be the fedora.
Nick doesn't like.
That's what it could be at. It could be the fedora now. So, Fletch can't bring out the sombrero and laugh when we do that. It might be the fedora. That's a
You're
whole
going to
new
get
segment
Nick.
for
You're
us.
going to get Nick angry again talking about.
I'm not getting Nick.
sombrero.
I said some clubs.
Oh, some. Okay.
right.
Okay.
Some clubs wear sombreros.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, listen, I'm sure it sits outside the cap, but we saw that the Roosters, did he buy them all fucking Rolexes when they got into LA?
What about their trip? What about their
Lambos.
trip over here? What'd they get? They were at some mansion.
They went to a billionaire's house.
Billionaire's house. They're living the dream.
They're
the
eating-
children.
Today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who's the guy that? What is
The
he?
Afterpay billionaire.
Afterpay billionaire.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick Molnar.
Yeah, whereas
Yeah.
Manly, we get
How
sent
do
to
you know
bloody-
his name?
Where'd you?
we get sent to Fiji and then
Well-
50 stopovers. Fuck.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
go around
Poor
the
old
world.
Manly, yeah.
Yeah, we're on a boat.
Oh, they'll pat
The
them
opposite, the cook. you reckon?
Oh, no. Yeah, there's no sombrero at Manly. We know that.
No.
That we
Used to
do
be.
know. Hey?
Used to be.
Used to be. Okay.
Back in the Silvertails days.
Yeah, Silvertail.
Silvertail Fibros, yeah. Before our time.
Mate, there's no doubt every club in their primes had one on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't fit as much under a fedora, though. That's the only thing
No,
I'd say.
You can't. Or in the sea, where Seagulls have got a demountable. That's what ours is. Where we fit our cap. So how are you feeling about the games this weekend? We were talking before about the fields being slightly smaller, which was only something that I'd heard of after
Yeah.
I'd been putting my bets on.
I
Do
think
you
when
think
you.
it change much?
I just hope that the NRL realise that and maybe keep a real strict 10 because we're over here to promote the game. We're not over here. I mean, I know that there's 2 points at the start of the season. Everybody wants to win, but we're over here to showcase our product.
Yeah.
So I hope that that
You mean
that's
give
in
it
mind.
more of a 10? Like give it like
Yeah,
bring William in with a 10?
Yeah, because then obviously, like when we go play in England,
Yeah.
right, that's how the English stifle us because we play on soccer grounds. They're a bit smaller. Australia can struggle because it's a shorter 10 and it's a smaller field, and they can stop us from
And the
playing
referees
footy.
don't help over there either.
Right.
No, wow.
So obviously here, it's sort of even for both sides, but keep a strict 10, boys. May the best team win.
Yeah.
It's interesting to know how much of an impact it's going to have. That.
But what is it? A couple
the
of
field
meters?
being smaller.
What is it?
Yeah.
I think it's like
So it's almost 5 meters narrower, and then the 10 is like 9.7 meters. The
So is
in-goals
that 2.5 each side?
Well, there you go. 2.5 each side. That's quick math. And then the in-goal is like 6 meters, not 10, something like that.
We walked on the
That'll
field.
impact it.
Mate,
The 6 to 10 with kicking game. We
Kicking.
saw that in the World Club Challenge.
Yeah.
You know, Panthers didn't even kick the first 6 or 7 sets in good field position because they didn't want to get repeat, and then there's that new rule with the dropout. So I reckon that will impact the kicking game a lot more. You have to be definitely a lot more switched on as a half. But I think the actual width, not too much.
Yeah, it like if you average it out, it's not going to be much between every player.
Yeah.
So like the width, I'm not worried about. The kicking game,
Yeah.
you know, to get repeat sets is going to be a big one. So 7 tackle sets, whether they just bomb the corners or whatever. But that's the tactics for the kicking coaches.
Is there a world where the NRL's like, just fucking throw the ball around, guys?
Yeah.
Like, we'll get a referee to give you a
You'd
good
love
rub
that,
in a
wouldn't
couple of
you? You'd
weeks.
love
Like,
that.
But
And
what-
even with the, you know, we've advertised no pads and toughest game in the world. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Let's show it. Let's
Let's
showcase it.
iron some
Let's,
people out.
I'm hoping there's some sort of message to the referees to be a bit lenient at times. Obviously, you can't take anyone's heads off, but let's showcase it the best we can. Yeah.
I was at the dinner last night and I was talking to some friends, and I'm a strong believer that if none of us have ever watched sport before, we put the Super Bowl, the Soccer World Cup, we put all the sports up there, and you put our game like a state of origin up, I think we're equal to any sport in the world. I think we got an unbelievable product. So I hope that it gets showcased, and people are saying, "Oh mate, why do you go to America?" And then I was in the hotel. I looked out. I'm thinking, Elvis played here.
Yeah.
This has been the greatest entertainers the world's seen. Have all wanted to come and play here. And if you're a rugby league player to put on a show here and say that you're an entertainer for, for the greatest game of all, I'd be excited.
Yeah.
If you haven't been to Vegas, who are you? You know what I mean? Like the AFL certainly hasn't
no,
been.
they certainly haven't.
So what do you reckon? What do you reckon PBL said to the clubs in terms of keeping the boys under a lock and key? Would they be on a tight leash?
Yeah, I spoke to Robbo, Trent Robinson, 6 weeks ago, and he wants them to have fun. And this would be, I'd assume it'd be all of them. Have fun, enjoy the full experience. They would have had probably a night out, maybe when they first got here, Manly, and then the guys in LA. But after the game, VIP section cordoned off, full security.
Yeah, SAS soldiers.
SAS, mate, they will not be allowed to.
Guns.
They won't be able to leave
For the players, not
the group.
protecting them.
Yeah.
Like,
I've
if
been
you get out of here,
7
we'll
times,
shoot
right?
you.
Maybe 8 times. I've been to Vegas. I come with the boys. There's not everybody walks and has a good time. Like, mate, I've been here. You don't see any trouble.
No.
You don't see trouble.
Yeah.
Like, everybody can walk the streets and have a beer. Everybody's fun. You know what I mean? Like, so
But my thing is, Gordy,
you're going to
and
have
this
to
is
go
fair-
looking for it. And if that bloke in your club goes and finds it, he's out.
Yeah, but this too, this is for anyone who's coming over here. Have a good time, enjoy yourselves, but don't get your phones out and try and stitch people up all the time.
Yeah, I know.
I've seen it before. Like, we're going to have 35,000 Aussies here. They look after each other. Don't try and stitch
agree.
people
Don't
up.
try and get a few likes on Instagram
That's
just to
what's-
whip your phone
You
out.
know what I mean? Like,
You don't
that's
like them,
that's
I
the
like them.
reality.
Yeah.
There's going to be some dickheads who are going to do it.
Don't
So-
show a 65-year-old with a fedora and think it's funny. Don't take photos.
No,
So that was
no.
Gus at your place
In
when you took that
fairness-
photo.
In fairness to me, Gus
Send your
he
dad.
sort of soft
Send you
launched
a
that on
selfie.
Twitter.
Yeah, he
was
wanted to
trying
get your thoughts.
He was trying to canvass the audience. He's like, "What do you think about this? This is a new hat from the missus," and it was like, "Okay, look." I mean, it's a nice
From the
hat.
missus or his missus' hat, was it?
He goes, yeah, he's like, my
No, I
wife
love
bought me
Gus.
this hat. What do we think about this hat? He shares his thoughts. He's actually one of the great followers on Twitter of all time.
But I reckon the boys will be good. Yeah, and I think with
Maybe it's
Brisbane,
more about
and I know
media.
that it was
the
a
media will
concern.
play up this year. I think the
Oh,
media's
tell
been
me
in the
about it.
media's been in the media.
When I come over here, there was the group of the media when the 4 players, and some of the media, right?
Yeah.
If they write something, I'm like, boys, come here. But
That's right.
I think with what happened in Brisbane with Renault, and that just showed that something so small, a wrestle,
I know.
a wrestle hit the So I feel sorry for him.
As a Brisbane man or as a Queenslander.
Well, I punched 3 of my
you
teammates.
can.
I did. I actually back in mate, we were at the Ekka,
That's a surprising one,
which is
single
the
beat
show,
over.
and one bloke was cheeky, so I back-ended him as hard as I could. and
Can you
then
tell us?
and they're over in Fiji. And I punched another bloke, and I just went and knocked on Wayne's door. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. I said, Wayne, I just knocked out one of our team, like one of the teammates. And then
No 11 days stand.
And then we were in Bali, mate. And then we were in Bali, and Lottie and a couple of other boys got in the stink. But that's what happens when you're in each other's pocket and you've spent so much time together.
Yeah.
Mate, I reckon if you're not fighting, you're not having a go. Like, you're not having a real good go together.
Shit like that happened at Bulldogs
All
training
the
every
time.
session. You know, back in the day.
You're like
honestly.
hitting and getting angry.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
But that would still happen though, right?
Well, I said Michael Jordan fought with every one of his teammates.
Yeah, yeah.
Got in a punch up with every one of his teammates at training.
Well, there you go.
What
So
do
if
you
it's
think?
good enough for MJ,
Play on
it's good
6
enough
again.
for like GT.
Do you reckon they needed to come out and apologise then, or should they come out and just
that's
go,
what
"This
the
is the
world's
reality. It is what it is." Or is it
It's a
sort of
wrestle.
fueling the fire doing that?
It is a wrestle. You saw in the UFC, the fastest growing sport, the greatest thing about their sport and Dana White, he apologises for nothing. And even, what's his name, Conor McGregor, I apologise to absolutely fucking no one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's a big fight in the crowd, and he goes, the security just stood there. When it finished, they just tidied themselves up and sat back and watched. They didn't jump in. And he goes, there was a fight in the crowd. The best thing is, they sorted it out. The fight's still on.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think what happens though, like
I like
because
it.
of the negative publicity he gets.
Sorry, I
and
just
it-
got Matty Johns looks like he's half dead over
Is he,
there.
oh, Matty has turned up. Wow. How's he going? Oh,
Is that Buzz or Maddie? Oh, no, see, they'll pick two. I can't help myself. Buzz.
poor Buzzy gets picked on all the time.
Oh,
Matty,
look at
hey,
the
bud.
big fella.
Hey, Maddie.
Yeah, we need to get.
Well, he smiled and he could focus on
Yeah,
it. So
yeah,
that's enough.
yeah,
That's enough. Oh.
Where were we? So
I don't
I don't know.
No,
either.
I don't know either. Look,
Fuck it.
I mean, we should probably
Just
get
apologise
Matty
to
in here and
fucking
bloody
no
get
one.
him
Is Matty
back to
coming
bed.
on?
Yeah, he's coming on.
He's
this
coming
is
on.
good.
That's why he's
Matty.
down here.
Yeah,
Mate, come on, you're on, mate.
yeah. We got some hard-hitting questions, mate.
You know what they
Get ready.
say.
He's mentally preparing.
He mentally prepared.
Let's quickly tips for both games. Who do you think's gonna?
Oh, he bloke's going to hate me.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to go South.
Okay.
I think Manly are my big improvers this year, but just with the new combinations early on, and I think South will want to get off to a fly because they're under some heat after last year's finish. And another upset, I'm going to go the Roosters over Brizzy.
Yeah, right. No, I'm going to have Brisbane. I just think, did they win the preseason trial? But I just think the way they finished last year, you know, they were 3 minutes away from being the best team in the competition. So I think they've trained really hard. I'll go Brisbane and the next one's tough, but I might go South. I think they just like that attack, like their combinations will just come together quicker than men.
Yeah.
A couple of blokes that clearly don't get it.
No, there's-
yeah, obviously,
Oh,
Manly
sorry,
winning.
Manly.
Winning
Sorry,
well.
lads. Sorry, boys.
There's
For
no
your
Cliffy,
sake, I hope they
and there's
win.
no Beaver out there playing, right?
Yeah.
To score 400 tries.
Well, we did
and
see
no Snake
Beaver.
at the back.
We at least said
Tommy's
Beaver's
back.
over here.
Listen, if Tommy gets injured, you guys must just
Don't
fold up
put
your
that
jersey,
out there.
just
Don't
put
need
your
that
jersey back in the closet.
the ether. That's not
But how
happening.
good is he?
Well, he's fantastic.
He's a gun.
He's worth 40 points.
Okay, is he the best Manly fullback that you've seen?
He hasn't won comps yet, so I can't. Like he's like what he can do wise, yeah. But like Brett Stewart's the man
That's a
because
fair
of
call. Fair
like
call.
what he was able to do.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, because that's what
Two
we're all
comms is
judged
two
on.
comms.
Mate, that's what we're all judged on at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You're like, you can be a great player, but you go, he won.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Brett Stewart's the man. Shout out to Brett Stewart.
Snake, one of the
Snake,
greats of all
Snake,
time.
Snakey.
I like his brother too, Glenn.
Yeah, oh yeah, fucking oath.
Glenn can play rugby league.
Who's blown out post career like everyone
Has
can.
he?
Look,
has he
yeah,
blown
yeah,
out?
Yeah,
Mate, he blew out his last 3 years. Mate, and then while he lost, but he could like Gifty, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You don't get a nickname like that
Yeah.
if you're not good.
Yeah.
No, he was an unbelievable player. Unbelievable.
Thanks for coming on,
Thanks,
fellas.
Thanks, boys.
On your legends, enjoy the week.
Have a good one.
We'll
NRL
do.
360 tonight as well. That we're pumped to see.
Yeah,
that
we're
back.
on. We're on tonight. First show. Kenny's back. Gordy's on.
Yeah, Bars.
yeah.
Mate,
Bars.
actually, a couple of coaches too, I think.
Yeah,
Mate,
Seabold's
everybody's
on.
coming on.
JD,
Oh,
Latrell.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So, mate,
very
that's
nice.
Luke
that's
Brooks.
the cut.
Oh,
Got it all covered. boys.
Luke Brooks? I thought it was Garth Brooks.
Garth's on after.
Yeah, Garth's playing at the
He's playing behind us.
Caesar's
Oh, is he?
Palace.
Yeah.
No, mate, he was 900 a ticket when we were here last time.
Fair income.
Yeah,
We're going to
I don't
YouTube
like
this
crying
for
in
you.
my...
Oh,
Yeah.
that was expensive too.
Yeah.
Well,
You boys putting into that business account again, eh?
Yeah, we did. We had to dip in. It was once in a lifetime. We're like, fuck it. We're
How
only
did you
ever.
get tickets?
We had to buy them. We got resale.
So
He
obviously
doesn't
you
buy
don't pay
tickets,
for a
see?
lot.
The Gordy doesn't buy anything. He just gets
Punters and Dribblers, the podcast is always brought to you by our good friends at Ned's, the betting platform of choice here at the Hello Sport podcast and about even number one betting show on planet Earth. I actually, if you were following along my profiles on the weekend, I gave some jam out.
Did you?
I gave some jam out for the punter and the dribbler. Now, I'm not saying
I thought you
gotta-
gave him the Dolphins, who didn't win.
Well, if you follow the About Even Instagram page, which I would encourage you to do so, you would have seen I put my nuts on the line. That was a nuts on the line bet for the Dolphins to beat the Warriors, paying $3. That didn't come up. But I had a couple of ponies I shared over the weekend. A doggy I think I had. I had maybe 3 pones, though, over the weekend that got up. So, I just think that Ned's profiles, it's something you should be looking at. Now, I'm not saying follow me just so you can follow my bets, but just to see what I'm doing, get a taste, because
Flavour of how the big fella works.
I'm going all right early doors. It's been a nice little run for me.
Good for you, mate.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Are you proud of me?
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
I am. I like that you put your nuts on the line, though, and they got chopped off. That's nice.
Did. Nuts on the line, nuts removed.
I like a nutless Tommy Birmingham.
Gelding.
Gelger.
Yeah, I got an early season gelding. I'm hoping they grow back much like a lizard's tail. I don't know whether that's going to happen. Well, it remains to be seen.
A little bit of wishful thinking. Now, come join the fun. Ned's profiles, About Even punting group. The secret code is Dribbler. Maybe it's Dribblers. I'm getting confused. But Ned's is the place to do it. Fuck everyone else that is not up to it.
Not up to it. What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on screen or visit the website. How are we, fellas?
How you going, boys?
Yeah, mate, we're good.
Yeah, going good as gold, mate.
How you guys going?
I'm good. I'm better than the big fella here.
I think I got food poisoning.
Did ya?
Yeah, I think
it's going
must be.
around, mate.
Vegas food poisoning.
Yeah, I had
Corona.
pizza and I was a bit, just as soon as I had it, I said, you know what, it just
Dodgy tequila.
didn't feel right.
Yeah, right. Well, you look good. That hat's nice. It's a nice.
Thank you, boys. Appreciate
It's
it.
a beautiful hat. There.
It looks great on you, mate.
Thank you.
And I must say, you look terrific today.
Yeah.
You really do.
guys.
You spilled a bit of water on
Yeah,
yourself before.
the spit, the saliva you've got all over your t-shirt. That looks good.
I just.
The grey doesn't show it up too much.
Yeah, grey's the wrong
That's the great
colour
thing
for that
about grey. It's subtle. 50 shades.
So it was a big one yesterday.
It was a big one.
Yeah.
We arrived
On the NRL charter flight.
NRL charter flight. So we arrived, went to the hotel, and went, right, what are we going to do? It's 6:30 in the morning. Right, we'll meet at 8:30 and we'll have a beer. And that sort of just kept perpetuating.
It's a good way to beat jet lag, is to get completely flogged. I guess if you don't get to bed till super late, then it kind of counteracts the whole.
Tommy, it shows you how much rugby league has changed. Back in the day when we went across for the '95 World Cup tour, what it used to be was you'd fly over and it was done like the Australian cricket would do the same thing. They'd say, righto, this is what you've got to do. You've just got to, as soon as you get on the plane, you just got to drink like as violently, as heavily as you can. And then when you arrive at Bangkok, you have a stopover, have the sleeping tablet, go to sleep. And when you arrive in Manchester, you'll be as good as gold. Right? That's
the professional.
It was a little bit flawed.
It's hard to get that out of your psyche, right? Like you've
been institutionalised, mate.
Well, then you arrive, you're in Vegas, you have that sort of excitement.
Yeah.
When we're here, before me and Gordon and the boys, I was thinking when I get here, you know what, I've got it out of my system. It's also, but when you arrive, you just go, here we go again.
Straight back into it. And how do you feel? Have you raised your boy right? Has he sort of come in and followed the old man, or is this? Has he learnt from Dad? He's like, you know what?
He's responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about me or Jack?
Jack.
Yeah. Well, I got in this morning because obviously we promised you guys we'd do this at 10 a.m. and it's about an hour past 10 now. I went to.
It's called 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. No, the time difference.
An hour past 10.
An hour past 10. It's a good way of saying it. And I've rocked up at his hotel trying to get him. I've been ringing him all morning since I've got up. And he obviously wasn't picking up my phone calls.
No.
He wasn't picking up Mum's phone calls either, so she's really off him.
I'm in the dog house.
moment.
She goes, I've been trying to find you for 24 hours. And I said, I've been trying to find my soul for 6 hours.
And I rocked up to his hotel, and they dead set thought I was like trying to rob the joint. Like I'm in there going, oh mate, here's my ID. I've got the same last name as him. I just want you to ring my dad. We've got an interview in like an hour. And they were going, nah, like we're not allowed to disclose personal information. Finally got onto someone who was willing to do it. And we rang him and should have heard the voice. Like he must have just woken up. You know how loud those ringtones are in your hotel room? And he just sounded so fucking shit.
Hey, I'm actually sitting here, you're
Oh,
talking about,
It's like a different version of you, though, 2 hours ago.
No, I reckon you've bounced back pretty well. We were late to bed last night, but we've been
we
able
were,
to-
but we've got a minder, Tommy Tobler
Yeah.
over there
Oh,
on the
yeah,
ones
yeah.
and twos, and he gets us up. He came in 3 or 4 times, maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah.
He's a good
He
man,
gets
Tommy.
us a Bloody Mary for brekkie. He gets
Oh.
us bacon and eggs. Make sure we're in the shower. I got to be honest with you. If we didn't have him, there's every
no way we'd be
chance
here.
we'd still be in bed. Because I was having one of the great sleeps of all times, Matty. One of the great sleeps I've ever had.
Yeah.
And it's actually the second day in a row that he's fucked it for me. Tommy Tobler over there.
Tommy, how dare you?
Shame on you.
man
Have you
are
seen
you?
his hair? Take your hat off.
Look at this.
Oh,
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
that Newcastle?
understated and elegant. Yeah, no, it's not. Fucking
America. Fuck yeah.
That's Tobler straight into it.
I pulled the. I got a breathalyzer, so I pulled the breathalyzer out on him this morning when we woke him up, and he was 0.13.
Okay, so just a bit over. Like
Just-
probably can't drive.
I think 0.05, so it's triple over the legal
Yeah.
drinking thing.
Well,
I've still got it here.
yeah.
You guys might probably blow
Yeah,
it.
I'll
blow
blow
it
it.
out.
Yeah, we'll have a blow. We'll
let's-
see where
let's
we're
have
at.
a blow. I feel like
Actually,
that's
the first time he did it, I couldn't. I went. He said, "No, keep going, like the fathers." And I just, sorry, boys, that's what my
I don't reckon I'll be over. I reckon I'll be all right.
I think we'll be all right.
I think we'll be sweet. It'll be good to know though.
Oh, it's good to
Just
know.
to get
So
a-
do you just carry this around with you, Coop?
This almost must be a real pain in the ass having your son carrying
Yeah,
around.
I know.
Nah, this
What
is
the
part of my job while they sent me over. So like I just will breathalyze everyone once a day, and then that's all my content done for basically the whole day.
Let's get
Is
Matty
that what you're
breathalyzed.
doing?
Breathalyze the Manly boys before they run out.
Oh yeah.
Breathalyze Siebes.
And the old Hamburglar.
Oh shit.
All right.
This is.
Pretty hard into it.
Okay.
You should be right with that.
No, mate, I'm seasoned.
You can blow, can't you, Tom?
Yeah.
Blow with the best of them, mate. Oh, it's
It's quite.
Jesus
Christ. It's quite fatiguing.
And it is. Hang on. It's a bit slow. This thing.
That's all right.
Not a bad gig you got though, mate.
That's pretty nice.
0.058.
Oh,
Just-
am I just over?
Low range string driving.
Okay.
0.058.
Low range.
Well, luckily again.
Yeah, I'll have a
let's
go.
Let's give it a go.
See where we're at.
Okay, it's good. It's good to know.
I'm
like,
not.
you wake up after a big night and you think I'm good to go. That's a nice message
is.
for everyone at home.
Everyone should honestly, you should have them so you
So you know what the
listen
fuck.
to me. I'm trying to do a community awareness time.
Yeah.
Oh my
look,
God.
Mate, look at it go. Drink driving is
I just wanted to make a point here.
yeah. Zoom in on me. Can you zoom in on me, please, Tobler?
Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's on for the rest of the day? What are you gonna do?
Tommy, we got a. I've just learnt I've got to do the show here. Got something on
just
at
found that
5
out?
and 8. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all right. You know,
Is that a bit of a shock to the system?
a little bit? You know.
Yeah.
But when I'll just slip it into cruise mode.
Yeah,
you
you're a
know.
professional.
TV icon. Yeah, that's what we just do. Me and Daryl Summers. There we go.
You're pretty good at it. 0.007.
There you go.
You're sweet.
So you're sweet. You
you're
can do
good to
anything.
go.
It's already, mate. It's out of me. It's in and it's out.
Mate,
It's pretty simple.
Mine sticks in the fat, I think, around my midsection and just fucking hangs out.
You just go, Coop.
Do you want another one?
Yeah,
have a
let's
crack.
let's
Let's
see
have
how
a
he's
crack.
going. Come on, we
Might
got to get
break
an
this.
update.
Do you want me to change? You don't care about that they've both blown on?
Nah,
it?
we're clean, mate. I'll
Please.
show you I'll show you 10 clean tests if you need.
Yeah.
There's nothing to worry about.
There we are. The
Clean
church
man over
bells
here.
going.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this is actually this is the
It's like an
perfect time.
exorcism. Yeah, that's good.
It really is fatiguing.
yeah,
Oh,
get
yeah.
it out of here.
It's a long
Oh,
way to
mate.
blow.
You got to be match fit to blow into
Yeah,
that
That
thing.
thing's gonna melt in your hands.
Jeez, it's hot. Oh, 0.095.
Okay, you're on the way down.
Yeah,
on the way
it's like
down.
Trending
That's
in the
good.
right
I'm
direction.
subsiding big time. Thank you. It's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
No,
That's
that's
been
not too bad.
Yeah, so where'd you boys go last night?
Well, we were in the hotel, and then we're down having a go on the roulette table. That's our poison. We're fucked at the moment. We're sort of halfway through our allotted punting money, 2 days in.
Oh, yeah. What about it?
Yeah.
I said, like, we were saying to people how it shocked me the last Cooper's mum. Trish and I came here about probably 12 months ago, something like that, and it was I reckon since then, when we came over last time, I reckon prices have gone up 30 or 40%.
Really?
How, mate?
It's
Yeah,
not,
it's
it's
fucking
not cheap
expensive
around
over
here.
here, mate.
It used to be so cheap. We came here the first time in, I think it was 1996, and it was like the gambling subsidised the food and drink and
Yeah, right.
accommodation. It was
Yeah.
just dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Fuck,
No,
mate,
it's,
like when I had last time I was over here, like it cost me $25 US for breakfast with double vodka and soda. It was outrageous. But of course, if you act like you're playing the pokies,
Yeah, then it's all good.
Then it's all good.
They don't mind at all. No, we were trying to get a romantic gondola ride for two. It cost you $200. We were just like
165 US, which is what, fucking 200 and something.
Where do they
To
do
just
the-
to float
the
around.
in our hotel.
In the Venetian.
Venetian.
Yeah.
Mate, even it's not that expensive in Venice.
I know, seriously.
You'd be
Like,
better off getting over there.
It's
wouldn't you?
unbelievable. For 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, that sort of money's fucking outrageous.
What are you blokes punting on?
Roulette
Roulette.
You're
And-
only roulette?
Yeah.
Well, it's just the fucking odds are pretty tasty, even though we've not won a single fucking thing so far. But it's just red or black.
And it's
odds
you
are
sort of
evens.
start vibing it like, fuck, am I vibing an odd here or a black or a red or an even? You can play the thirds, you can play the table. There's a bit of variety. So that's why we've been going at it. But we're down and we intend on the last day to put a sizable amount of money on what the people decide, like who we fucking yarn to. We've already got Gordy and Braith's answer. What do you reckon we should be doing?
Red or
black?
I think
I'd go red.
I go black.
Black.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
And actually,
there's a great talk about the punting. I don't know if you've seen Long John Daly. Told
Yeah.
a story recently about Kerry Packer.
Oh, when he
He went and he was down. He was down, I think, about 6 or 7 million. And
Jesus Christ.
John Daly probably put a bit of paprika on the story, but he said he was down 7 million. He said to him, I'll fix you up tomorrow. And they said, no, we want the money now. So he went, okay. So he had to go, scout around, get the 7 million or something, go back to the casino and pay it. And he had he got, rather than 7 million, about 9 million. He turned 2 million into something like 50 million. And they went, okay, we'll fix you up tomorrow. He said, no, you fucking won't. Give me the money now.
And the way that he told the story is that the casino actually went under and they got bought out, I think, by Steve Wynn, where Wynn Casinos is now, is the side of like the casino that fucking Kerry went in and like
And just buried.
and buried them.
Holy
Because they were like, we don't have
Yeah.
50 million. He's like, well, you're going to have to fucking find it
He
then.
used to go to Circus, and as soon as he walked in the place, they just give him $1 million and just say, that's your start.
Get
Because he
after
would
it.
attract the other whales to come and gamble.
Really?
Like bonus bets.
Yes, that's right. As opposed to $5,
Yeah.
they're $1 million.
Jesus Christ. I can't imagine what it must be like having that sort of money on the table.
Listen, it'd be exhilarating because I mean, like, I'm fucking, my hair's getting blown back from a $25 bet on black. Like, I can only imagine
Is
what
that
it
your
means.
bet? Are you a $25?
Well, we had our first bet sizable, and that's like, well, how's the weekend going to set up? And we just go all on red or black. We fucking lost. And then after that,
It was
now
zero.
we're like sheepishly just like chucking 25s on because we fucked ourselves too early.
Well, it's the other day in a life full of low points, I almost hit rock bottom. The other day, it was, I'm sitting there, I had the earphones in, listening to Led Zeppelin, and I'm tapping away in the pokey, just going bang. And I'm not doing good. And by the way, it's minimal bets. I'm betting like 50 cents at a time because it's just like putting your brain in the jar. It's not about the game. And I'm sitting there, and him and his brother had been standing behind me for about 10 minutes just watching me. It was like when I turned around and they were there, like a solitary tear just rolled down my cheek. It's like when your kids, when they're young boys, they look up to their dad as their heroes. And they thought, okay, if there's a point, that all evaporates.
Yeah,
that
there
was
is.
the point. Actually, it probably
Don't worry,
happened.
that feeling was mutual as well. I lost a lot of respect. It was like 3 in the Arvo too. And he told Mum, I'd gone down to the beach club to catch up with one of my old mates. So I thought, I'll go down for a beer and see him as well. I haven't seen him in ages.
Yeah.
And he completely lied. His mate wasn't there. And he was just in the pokies, listening to music on his AirPod Pros, just tapping away.
I did that, Trish. I go, what are you doing? She goes, oh, no, you're not going down to that loser place again. I said, look, got a mate who's having a bit of a tough time.
That mate is me.
Yeah.
Split
His
personality.
name's the Queen of the Nile.
Oh, shit.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Keep it going, Matty.
No, it's not it's not a bad tactic though. The old my mate just wanted to have it. You just wants to have a yarn.
No.
Sometimes if I get back at about 5, 6 a.m.
Yeah,
I try and roll that one out.
Yeah.
Oh no, mate of
That's it,
mine's
or
sort
the
of
old-
struggling. We had
Mate,
to go for it.
you wouldn't believe it. Tom and Alyssa, they're doing it a bit tough at the moment. He just wants a bit of advice. I'll go down. Just go down.
You
Come
really
back and they
need
go,
to, mate.
how are Tom and Alyssa? Who?
Do you two do that together? Because I'd imagine your missus would talk to each other.
Look,
Would you use each other for excuses, kind of thing?
work? Like,
Yeah.
sorry, we got work. Like, that's what this whole fucking trip is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, like, what are you doing in Vegas? We've got to work.
No, it's work.
Technically, we
That-
aren't. There's no one's paying us to be here this very moment. But that's you reverse engineer it. You buy the tickets, you come over, and then you find a way to justify the.
And you
expense.
sell merch, which is a
Yeah.
great opportunity to tell the punter and the dribbler that these hats, the Nut Trucker hat, will be on sale next
There you
week.
go, that's
Support the cause,
Yeah.
and the cause is us in Vegas talking to these fine gentlemen.
Also, just quickly, speaking of hats, before we let you go, we do appreciate your time. Let me just try and make sure that this bright.
I love that, Tom. You're very professional.
No,
just
mate.
before I do this,
Just
I really
before-
appreciate your time.
Just
You know what I mean?
time.
He's just doing a live
You're a
read.
one
Yeah,
post.
it's a live read for American Spirit cigarettes.
Marlboro.
Spearmint Rhino.
Oh,
I don't know what that is.
What do we think of Phil Gould's hat? That he shared this to Twitter himself. He's trying out a new hat.
oh. As I said, in life full of low points. You see if I saw Fletch over there. So, okay. So when we came back before from the trip 6 weeks ago, me and Fletch turned up in such bad shape at home that his wife Brett and Trish had a conversation and went, mate, we're fucking going over next when they go over. So what happened? They arrived today. They've been in LA for 2 days,
okay.
right?
Right.
So me and Fletch are on the plane going, we've got one night. we've got one. It was like, yeah.
No wonder. That makes all the sense.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
well, listen, it's smart footy from your wives, to be honest. On the footy, what are you thinking for Saturday night? Who you favouring?
Who's
Which game?
Both.
Who's the first game?
Manly Rabbits.
Manly
Good
Rabbits.
to
I'm
see
going to
you
say,
across it.
I'm going to say Manly.
I
Yeah.
like that.
I like Manly.
Yeah.
Even without you playing?
That's the only downside,
know,
probably.
it's
I just don't know if Brooksy's got
big
what it takes.
Got what
but,
it takes, yeah.
Big loss.
I think I've been going in a little bit here and there, and I've been helping.
Just helping him run some
Tony.
shape.
I've been helping Tony out and
mental.
Brooksy as well. So,
And are you getting paid for that, or is that just on the house?
nah, that's just off my own back.
Charity.
Charity, yeah.
Proud of you,
That's
son.
good.
And yeah, we actually chatted to Brooksy the other day on our new
Oh,
pod.
yes,
Give
yeah,
it a
yeah.
plug, our new
Yeah,
podcast.
absolutely.
Uh,
Backstage.
Backstage, Cooper and Matty Johns.
Give it a
Once
listen.
upon a time, we were doing Matty Johns and Cooper, but now it's Cooper and Matty Johns.
That's alphabetical order. That's why I did
that makes
Cooper
Good
first.
call.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good call.
But I'm going to
Like
go
that.
Manly, and then I'm going to go. I'm going to go a little upset. I'm going to go Roosters over the
Okay.
Bronx.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm a bit the same, Cooper. I think the thing we won't work out, like the narrow field, is going
Yeah.
to be a big factor.
That's what we were talking
So
about.
for the same point, I think I like Manly because with Tom they're more of a play through side. They play through you, where South like to sort of strip you short of numbers and go around. Mate, it's going to be really hard to play around a team. And the other thing as well, Broncos are a side that plays full field shifts and race while sweeping. It's going to be hard. There's going to be a lot of congestion in the middle unless the
Yeah.
referee pulls them apart. And I think I just watching Roosters in the trial games, you can see they're rock hard fit. The last 2 years they've started really slow and it's bit them on the arse. I sort of get the feeling they'll start strong.
They're going to get in and get after it. Well, I wish I'd heard that that Broncos one before I put all my bets on yesterday. I've got Broncos to fucking.
Well, we could be. We're not that. We're not always right.
No, that's a good point. You're not, but I'm rarely right. So I'm usually looking to any bit of fucking information I can use.
Well, we did when Brooksy said that they've been training with the field 6 meters shorter.
Oh, really?
They repainted it at Brookie to practice for this field.
Get fucked, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Big
nice.
budget over there. Big budget.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that.
And he said when they were playing, found it very hard to find any space on the outside. So for the punters, if you're going to put a bet on, I like a Homole Olakawatu on a drop off.
Yeah.
That's
Back
who
through
I've
the
got.
middle, because going around them, the way he described it, just doesn't seem like They're going to be able to score a lot of tries around the outside.
Why
of the
did
team.
you retire? I mean,
Seriously, mate.
you're a big lost son, I tell you, mate.
are.
You know.
But you know what?
That's some
the
rugby league insight.
They're
Fair
right.
income. You're not going to get that anywhere
Mate,
else.
that's why they're in the market for a journeyman halfback. And
Yeah.
he said to me this morning, he goes, "You're an alcoholic," and I said, "You're a failed footballer." Of course, we're both only joking.
Boys, thank you very much for coming on. Backstage, is that out every week, the new potty?
Every Monday.
Every Monday.
So
Yeah.
we've got we had Brooksy, we've got Nathan Cleary coming up.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
great.
missile comes out this
The
Monday.
missile.
The pissile.
The pissile.
Yeah.
The nuclear missile,
Yeah.
as he's going to be known as,
Candace
when
and
he
Dave
starts
Warner.
injecting.
Oh,
Yeah.
hectic. Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome.
so red hot start, boys.
Have you
Love that.
enjoyed the father-son dynamic on the podcast?
Yes, I do. It's good. I do enjoy it.
Good excuse to hang out.
Yes. Actually, guys, I don't want to start getting sincere, you know. I was about to go, you know, when they were growing up, these boys. Remember the time we came to Vegas? Being a good parent, I brought the boys to Vegas one year when they were 14 and 15 or 13 and 15. Anyway, so I gave Coop, they were whinging the whole time. And I said to Coop, there's $100 US, just go and fucking occupy your time, right?
And he was with Gordy, actually. They were on like a family trip, all these people, and they were just somewhere else. They didn't tell us where they were going.
Hey.
Sorry, drunk. So he doesn't like. And me and a few of all the other kids were going around. There was an ice skating rink. I ended up like, you know how it is. You can kind of just walk into the pokies. Like, there's no one really security. Like, if you're staying in the hotel, you're in there already.
Yeah.
And there's just pokies there. So I had the $100 and I put it in my first ever pokey, and I was slapping away, and ended up like just racking in wins. Ended up getting like free drinks because the girls come over with drinks. So I'm like 14, and I ended up like pretty drunk because you got no tolerance.
Yeah.
And I ended up like I'm pretty drunk, like after like 3 vodka lime and sodas, and I've won like 900 US. And I go back up to the room with like all this cash, not even knowing like how much it is kind of at that age. And I walk up and Mum, Dad and Jack are all in there. And Dad was like trying to be the good parent. Mate,
Furious.
where the fuck have you been? Where the fuck have you been?
think you're too old to get the bell off.
And I'm I'm slurring because I'm like kind of drunk. And he's like, "Are you drunk? You idiot?"
What kind of man are you? I carried an M16
And then I've told him the story and pulled out $900, and he just snatched it off me, and he was like, "Mate, I'm so fucking proud of you."
Now there's another 50 to hold on to some skin notes.
Oh, shit. That's amazing.
Oh, that's such a good
Fellas,
yarn.
thanks a lot for coming on.
Thanks,
Hey,
boys.
boy,
Thanks for having us.
good on you, lads. You've been
Appreciate it.
good supporters of us. And, yeah.
Always.
Listen, we're starting to get sincere again. Guys, go well. You've got a future. And that's coming from me. It's a big rap, guys.
Oh,
Leave Las Vegas, boys.
How are we feeling, boys? All right?
Morale?
Bit flat this morning.
Yeah.
As we sit here now, it's 11 o'clock. We walked in the door at about 3 a.m. last night.
Yeah. No.
Some of us did. I was in bed early,
And
Anyway,
so I had a few beverages. Then I went to bed. I was in bed about what?
You
I
were-
left you about 10:30, I think.
You were at 3 a.m.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, it's
You're up working out, were you, hon?
I had a bit of workout this morning.
He was wrestling
Yeah.
Buzz Rothfield last night at about 1 a.m. So
How's Buzz going to wrestle?
I think he could be
You
dead.
know, good handles. Good handles.
Yeah, right.
be dead.
Okay.
He can find them quite well.
Good levers.
Yeah, yep.
That's what it's about, isn't it? And I mean, so Buzz was up and about. I thought Buzz was meant to be down here today. Does he have a rip in him? Does Buzz get after it?
I think in the heyday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
now.
Not now. He's got 3 stents,
Three
in, his
stents
heart.
in his heart.
3.
3
Yeah.
stents in his heart. I was
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
dead, Fletch.
And one.
Fletch, I was almost dead.
Yeah, right. So where'd you go yesterday?
Uh,
Because we were on the NRL, like the special NRL
we
charter
were.
flight.
That was nice. Yes, up the Pointy end, which was good.
That looked
We
nice.
didn't have to pay for an upgrade this time, which was outstanding. No, but it was fun.
Good morale on the
Was
flight.
PVL on that thing, or is he flying his own?
Well,
private
Brian went up to see PV.
So
and-
Peter was next to the sports minister.
And what did you do, Brian?
I spilled wine all over the sports minister.
Brian gets excited on flights.
Oh, yeah.
Do ya?
I
You
get
get
bored.
Yeah. And when Brian's bored, he tends to he does laps. and he just kept doing lap after lap. And James Graham, he joined him for a few laps as well. So I was pretending to be asleep many times.
Yeah, because James Graham was going up and around looking for a gang. And Nathan, what did you do?
I'd see him coming down at me, and I'd just pretend I was asleep, so I didn't have to make conversation. Because look.
And when you have a yarn with Jimmy Graham,
you're locked in,
and it's a full-on, very highly intelligent conversation.
So, yeah, too intelligent.
You got to be on your fucking game.
And when I sit in a business class seat, which is not often, I'm zoning out. I've got 4 kids at home. This is my quiet time. Yeah, you know what I mean. So, watch a few movies. Didn't watch Willy Wonka because I wanted to watch that with the kids at home.
Yeah. You watched Sounds of Freedom about the pedophilia.
Yes,
sex trafficking.
Based on a true story.
Very upbeat.
No, it's not. It's not upbeat at all.
Isn't it?
No, it's quite sad.
Oh,
that's
very
shocking.
sad. It is shocking.
Yeah.
If you want to watch a movie, it's a good movie to watch, though.
Yeah, right.
Based on true events.
Yeah, I know. But I'm like, I like to keep my mood. Like, life's fucking
I know what you mean.
enough.
I know what you mean.
I'm like, you come across a movie, I'm like, I watched a rom-com the other day. What's it?
One Day.
One Day. It's like a series on Netflix.
I heard it's good.
It is good, but it's not if you don't want to fucking cry. Like, by the end
I'm
of it,
a crier. I'm a massive crier.
Oh, mate, this will get its claws in you.
Well, flights, apparently, that's like, there's something about the...
Is it?
The
Because I
altitude,
cry
the pressure,
quite
it makes
often
you way more
on
emotional.
early in the flight when I take off.
Yeah.
And something's on, even an ad that it might come on the screen.
Yeah.
I'm in tears.
I'm with you. I cry.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Did you cry? Have you watched Saltburn?
No.
Yes, I have.
What the fuck is that?
Mate, it's
I
pretty
haven't seen it. I had
intense.
to dance like that.
There's that bath scene. Not for
That's
the
all anyone
faint-hearted.
says. And again, I'm like, do I need to see that?
I don't need to see it.
Mate, there's a bloke. Put it this way: there's a bloke out of a drain.
Yeah.
Okay.
My girls, the girls have watched it like a year ago, and when it first came out, and I went, it must be a kids' movie. I can't believe they all watched it.
No, I haven't. I have no desire to see it, to be honest with you.
No.
It's pretty good.
I prefer comedies.
Yeah, I'm much more keep me upbeat. Don't get me emotional.
Yeah.
I don't need that shit.
What are you, Ed? Do you like do you like?
Mate, honestly, I'll be honest with you. The listeners know this. If something's embarrassing's happening or it's too intense, I need to pause it for a breather. Like
really?
I can't sit through it.
He gets overwhelmed by.
I get overwhelmed by shit.
Oh, really?
So I like light and fluffy and upbeat.
Yeah.
That's my cup of tea. You know,
Is
like
it-
adventure movies and shit.
Oh yeah, like anything with a rock in it. Then you're a big rock fan.
Yeah.
Really?
Like Jungle Cruise, great movie.
Great
Jungle
movie.
Cruise is actually
It's a fucking great movie.
Yeah.
Obviously, Indiana Jones.
Well,
that
Indiana
goes all
Jones.
day.
Don't
It's
put
classic.
Don't put Indiana Jones in the same bracket as the Rock's ranked movies.
No, they're not the same
No.
thing.
Well, that's-
Indiana Jones is a
Jumanji's
cult
good.
hero.
I like Jumanji.
The original Jumanji
the new
shits all over the
Oh,
new
all the originals do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
true.
agree with you. But I didn't mind the new release Jumanji.
No, he does all right. Look, I mean,
Yeah.
What was Peter watching on the flight? Do you know?
Was he pounding Pepsi Max? Did he have seafood on the flight as well?
Yeah.
You bring a few lobbies on board.
What was he into? I did try. I can't remember, but he was off me. Like he wouldn't look at me. So I'm standing there, fucking talking to the minister, spilling wine on him.
Yeah.
And Peter's just like this, with one ear off like that, looking at his thing. That's a sign to move on, Brian, isn't it?
How do you
But
spill
you didn't
wine
know,
on
did
the
you?
minister though? How does that happen?
Turbulence.
Oh,
No.
okay. Yeah, you got a good
Tell,
excuse
now
there.
tell him. You came back to me and you woke me up and said, I've just spilled. I thought it was JD you spilled on him. Was
No,
it
it
wine?
was red wine.
Because
Right on
he
his-
flails. He's a flailer. His arms, when he talks, arms. And look,
emotional.
he's a big human.
Yeah.
And the aisles aren't wide. So he's got a little bit
Yeah,
excited.
Peter loved it.
Yeah, I bet
Peter
that.
thought it was hilarious.
Who is the sports minister?
I didn't know. I didn't know either.
I'm trying to think.
Let's
is it-
Google him.
Yeah,
Got
is
no
it-
idea who the sports minister is. So
No.
what was the apology like?
Yeah,
Oh, I did. Well, he was asleep, and I had to wake him up. Did you pat him down? Dabbing him. Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry.
this will come out.
He had a
don't worry,
white
this will
shirt
come
on
out.
too.
Imagine waking up to Brian Fletcher patting you up while you're fucking asleep on a business class
Yeah,
flight.
some-
Lucky I didn't out of the bar.
Where were you looking then? Where did you look then?
There's
Where-
levels.
where-
There is
where-
levels.
Looking here.
Where did you look then? Why did you go that way?
Because
As
there
in
was a lady.
looking for acceptance.
Yeah, the
No, I
crowd.
wasn't, because I just wanted to make sure that I didn't offend
That no
someone.
one-
Let's have the sports
Yeah,
minister.
here we go.
This is a podcast, bro.
This might be an opportunity to make a public apology.
Yeah, I will.
That's true, actually. I think it's
Sports
important. to
I did
apologise.
apologise. Sports minister.
You're better at doing the research than our producer, who's usually that's what he does that for us on the show, and it's consistently incorrect.
Yeah,
the fucking information
the
he comes
on
up with.
the Stevie Camper,
Newly appointed or?
an accountant and businessman. Steve has worked in both public and private sectors, having founded multiple successful businesses, including Coverforce, Australia's largest privately owned insurance broker. And he's an
Okay.
avid fan of the St George Dragons.
Oh,
there you
loser.
go.
Jesus.
There you go.
Christ.
I wonder if he's a steeler or a dragon.
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 Tough to be a Dragon.
So what do you want to say to...
Yeah, what do you want to say? Do you want to publicly apologise?
I want to say, Stevie, I do apologise. And
He's getting distracted.
oh, hang on. He's
Yeah,
also
he's
he was also a seen as president
Sydney
of the
Future.
Sydney Olympic Football Club. A lot of
Oh,
Greeks. A lot of
Okay.
Greeks.
Sydney
Yeah,
Olympic.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to say sorry, Steve.
Yeah.
Anytime you want to throw wine back at me, I'm open for it.
Sure.
Eye for an eye sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
All you can eat.
I've got a quick one here. Well, firstly, we're canvassing everyone because we lost some money on the roulette table yesterday. We like to start off with we put a nice bet on to start, joint combined.
We went hard in the paint. We were feeling it. We had big dreams. We
Yeah.
get in there, feeling the vibe of the table. We'd already made up our mind it was red. Red felt right. When
Yeah.
they spun the ball,
Green.
I was like, this is fucking
Was it
happening.
green?
It was green. Zero.
Always back a green.
You fucking-
Always.
yeah.
Yeah.
0, 3, 7, 11, 13, 21.
That's another thing I've noticed. They have 0, double 0,
And then some
fucking
triangle thing.
No,
It's
yeah,
hard
some of
enough
them
to
have got three greens, which
Yeah.
is fucking
you always back a green.
outrageous.
You've always got to.
What was
Off the bet.
green pay? I know
That's
36 to
also
1.
We're trying to. What is it like? 37 to 1.
36, I think.
36
Same.
to 1.
Yeah.
So if we had to put
just,
it there,
just green.
I think green's 36. Same as your number.
But you got
I
3
think.
opportunities.
well, if you put it on all three
You
of
got
them,
to put it
maybe.
on.
Oh,
they're
this is
different- they're
0,
different-
double
they're
0.
different greens.
If you covered all of them, that'd be like a third of that, I
Gotcha.
suppose.
Gotcha.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, 18 or
So-
something.
We got fucked by the green. In
But
a
what-
way.
But what we're looking
silly
for
move.
is we're just going to ask everyone that we've had a yarn to what they think we should be doing for our final big bet. We're going to do one just before we leave, based on what everyone thinks.
As
So-
in a colour?
yeah,
or,
what colour? Yeah,
I'd go first, third. 3 to
First
1
third.
it pays.
first third.
First
Well,
third.
Well, listen,
We'll take it.
We'll take it.
We'll take
It's
it.
on
We'll
the
take it
tally.
on board.
Well, I'm a red. I'd go red.
A
I'd go
red?
red. Yeah. Do you watch the board before you go? Do you look at the
Hot
Look, I
numbers.
like to always get there and just get a
Just go-
vibe
don't look-
generally,
oh,
just to
no.
just to see how the.
How did you come up with red? Where was the discussion?
was it like 7 blacks in a row or something? Was it?
No,
Or-
no, we'd made up our mind in the
Before
room.
we
We
got
just felt
downstairs,
it.
yeah,
Oh,
we just
okay.
felt red.
Yeah.
We were like, let's just go. We're feeling red. We'll go down there, get red,
And then we walked around and looked at the tables, and then there was one that we really liked the look of,
Yeah.
and we got absolutely fingered. So
Maybe
Yeah.
you thought too much.
maybe we did
It's
think
a
too
game of
much.
chance.
I know.
What do you reckon, Brian?
And also,
Rental
too,
Park, fuck.
it's the worst odds in the casino is roulette. So
Is it? See, I thought it was the best.
I'd
No,
go
they're the
odds.
worst.
I'm feeling odds.
Odds,
Odd.
okay.
Okay.
I'm feeling.
All right. There you
Odd
go.
number.
And what colour?
Don't worry about it. Just odd.
first, third, red.
First,
We
third,
cover your
red.
0 again.
You guys have thrown.
We're,
me in
we're going
pretzel.
we're covering the 0 if we do it again.
Yeah,
We're going to cover
yeah.
the 0.
Got to cover green.
And then
Yeah.
one more thing, I don't know if you guys saw this on Twitter. The great and powerful Phil Gus Gould trying out a workshop in a new hat.
Oh.
And his wife's got him.
He's playing bowls.
Yeah, he doesn't know himself.
Jack
he,
High.
he admits it in the post. Like he's not sure about the hat.
Oh,
doesn't know what
Gussie.
to do.
Yeah, it's
Or is he an umpire? Cricket umpire?
Yeah, is he square leg?
He looks like a floating around.
Seriously?
Sorry, Steve, about spilling wine on you too, mate. I apologize.
Now, you've been eyeing off this
Go to-
kimchi
Oh,
over the road.
yeah.
Talk
All
me
you can
through
eat.
it.
24-hour barbecue. It's got everything I want.
What are you-
Does this
what are
look
you
like a
after?
man
I'm
that
after
has all he
kimchi.
can eat?
Yeah.
I'm after Karaji chicken.
Yep.
And I'm after maybe sake and something to drink as well.
Straight back into it. Are you guys working today, or like, as in, have you got any shows to do, or are you?
We're on Teams. It's a new show.
Is that tonight?
That's
or
on.
tomorrow night?
Me and our boss over there. We're
That's
doing
tomorrow
it.
night.
That's tonight.
What's tonight? Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
I'm playing
I'm
golf
on
tomorrow,
360,
boys.
I think.
Golf, Wolf Creek.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
yeah.
Have you seen this course?
No.
Fuck me.
How do you hit them?
I'm getting better. I'm down to 14 at Wallara.
For a man,
Jesus.
for a man that
Yeah,
takes,
but
takes
I
every
play-
Friday off, like takes every Friday off
Yeah.
to play golf. Who has time to do that? Like honestly.
Yeah, no, look, I mean, that's
Friday's my day. It's my day.
Great course, Willara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
So
easy?
forgiving.
So easy.
Yeah.
Unlike my wife, she's been with Trish Johns in LA. Just getting.
Yeah, we heard you guys basically had one night to chase all your dreams.
Yeah.
And
Apparently, you can't. After the trip here last time in December, they've had to come over and look after you. Is that
Well,
the case?
my wife gives as good as she gets. She's pretty
She
strong.
does.
yeah,
She's pretty strong up on the on the town. She likes a punt.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's
All right, so
She's a
maybe
daughter
we'll
of a
keep
bookie.
Watch out for Mrs. Fletch.
yeah.
We
yeah.
might have to ask her what she thinks, red or black.
Yeah, and
She's-
she's tinny as
She-
anything.
yeah.
She's very tinny. Are you feeling red or black? Or odds or evens? Red odds, okay.
Red odds.
Red
okay.
odds. All right.
Put it down.
See you, Dale.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you, Dale. Right.
That's got me feeling things. I
Did
might
I-
be a bit of a red black operator when we get back to the
Did I hear
hotel.
thought I heard a bloke in the background coughing. Was
Yeah,
it?
probably would have been.
Yeah.
Leroy.
Yeah, is that his name?
Maybe it's the sports minister. He's fucking.
Yeah, that's right. Steve, you dirty bastard.
Bastard.
You dirty.
It was an accident, Steve.
Talking about well,
so
she's running a bath. Who knows what Steve's going to do? That is. Yeah. So can we just talk about this? We don't see the Kirk Yeaman, do we? We just see him slurping.
No.
It's the inference.
And he's a scouser too. It just doesn't.
No, it doesn't fit.
Is it audible, the sound? Like,
Yeah. No, he's giving it a good slurp.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
And then he gets his tongue right in the plug and waist, like right down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty visual
I don't
stuff.
know if I need that. I feel sick hearing that.
Yeah,
so do I.
Fucking disgusting. Well, that's good though. Good to know.
Yeah,
For
good to
anyone
know.
wondering whether to
That's
see
like
that movie.
that reminds me. It's not as heckos, but there was a St George player. Yeah, have you heard this story? When they were at home, right? So there was like 10 of them back in the day before the internet, and they're watching a Paul Bongiorno.
Yep.
And they're getting into it, and this said player gets up and goes, "Sorry, excuse me, boys, I'm just going to go to the toilet." He's gone into the Brasco, obviously for a cotton wool, and the boys have all gone out the window and peering, right? And they're peering, and he's like biting himself. So
I haven't heard this one.
yeah,
No.
yeah, biting him, licking himself. The boys are laughing. They come back in, right? They're all watching the
Which arm's he biting?
both. So then after he comes out of the Brasco, and they're all sitting watching it again, and then all the rest of the boys start like biting, licking themselves on the shoulder. Oh, it's one of the great stories. It's one of the great stories.
Forward or a back?
You know him.
What era? Okay.
Yeah, Dragon, and
What's his initials?
Played Origin?
You would have.
Okay.
Oh, he's a. I gotcha. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is he an Australian or is he?
Is he?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Shit. Okay.
How'd you get that?
How'd I get that?
You must have heard the story then.
No.
Yeah, mate. I've just given you one clue. You. Yeah.
Yeah. I knew. I know he played at the Dragons.
No, you've
I have no
subconsciously you've heard this story before, for sure.
I played with. Right.
Yeah, I'm not talking about him.
No, you're talking about his.
Fucking hell. You'd be good in a fucking hold up. We got that out. You got that out of me in less than 30 seconds. I've gone from not even initials to no, it's not him.
No, I will beat that. We'll beat that all
not
day.
it.
Yeah, we'll beat it. No.
All
Yeah,
incriminating
yeah,
names
yeah.
will be beat out. That's
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, where are you staying?
The
Venetian, just over
nice.
there.
So we were
Good-
there
good
last
joint,
night.
that. Yeah.
Oh, were ya?
Yeah.
It's it's
One of
good.
the classier joints, isn't it?
Well, I don't know what's. This is my first time in Vegas, so I don't know
Oh, is
what's
it?
classy and what's not. But I'm just sort of trying to take it all in.
How'd your horse go the other day?
Yeah, one
What's
at
your
fucking
horse?
40s.
What's it called?
Sacred Delago. We bought it for $800.
$800?
800.
And it won at
It must have
40s.
been just full of the gear. Because it's
And it
hopeless.
won at 40s.
Yeah.
One at 40 to 1
he tell
on the
anyone?
plane.
No.
On the
No.
plane.
Get
Didn't tell
fucked.
anyone.
Yeah, it cost us $800. I thought, what? So it races in like Orange and Goulburn and
Yeah,
like
Dubbo.
like benchmark 30s.
Sacred Delaro.
Sacred Delago.
Oh, Sacred.
Yeah,
Delago.
Sacred.
Who do you own that with?
The great Mick Astini,
Mm.
one of the great Orange Sims, and I don't know the other owners.
Okay, $800 though. You'd assume you're not in a fucking massive city.
No.
Yeah, you
No,
don't
it's-
own
No,
1%.
1% of an $800 horse. Would be
Yeah.
tough.
No, we got 10%. I got 10%, which is good because I've had no luck with horses. We had Bondi Beauty that had a heart attack and died at Randwick.
Jesus.
Conrad?
Conrad, which is a gun. Beat Think About It. Which
What
is,
was the other one?
Different Strokes.
Different Strokes, that's it. He ran in a slipper, didn't it? He ran in a
No,
slipper?
in the Four Pillars, which was
Ah.
going over
Thanks,
here.
Matty.
Thanks,
Do you want to
Matty.
come? Do
Say
you want to
no.
have some kimchi? You want some kimchi?
He needs some lip gloss
Mate,
again.
look, yeah,
His
it
lips
looks.
are cracked.
They are. I was
Yeah.
looking at him when we were talking. I'm like, fuck me, there's some dry lips.
Yeah.
He looks like he might need some help. Getting to.
He got enough
getting
help
some-
last night. Far out.
Fellas, I reckon we can leave it there. We can let you go get back to your life and try and recover. But thank you very much for
Boys.
No,
coming
thanks-
on.
thanks for
Appreciate
having
the
us on.
time. See,
Love it, boys.
Can we do like a debrief after what we discussed?
Mate, we'll make sure that anything fucking hectic is removed.
No. I mean us now. Like, do we just go righto?
Well, that's
what,
it.
what we covered.
Yeah.
Oh, like as in like a wrap of the.
Yeah.
What did we cover?
Out at bars.
Yeah.
You spilling red wine on the minister.
Sorry, Steve.
Yeah.
Hindy nah-brahing James Graham because he didn't want to have a yarn with him.
Well, that's not that I didn't want to have a yarn with him. He was well on his way.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
And also you got to do. Britt Fletcher said red odds.
Yeah. Cover your green.
We've got
third.
We've got a former Dragons player who bites himself when he wanks.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Whose name has been redacted.
Yep. Definitely. Definitely.
Let's just call him.
No. And it's not. It's not Albert.
And we know that Brian wants to go and have some Korean barbecue.
Fuck yeah. Do you want to come over, boys? You like a bit of Korean in your diet?
I've never had Korean barbecue. I don't know if that'll make me throw up or what.
Well, it depends what we got on. If we can, we'll come over.
Yeah,
Fucking oath.
Well, busy day, boys. Is it after this or?
I don't know that it's.
Well, are we going to Tim Zoo or not?
Tim Zoo, I'm not sure.
Oh,
We might be going to see him his training camp.
All right.
But I don't. Again.
So when's his fight?
April, I think.
Oh,
Keith Thurman, he's fighting over here.
Uma.
Yeah.
And is he here for?
What is it? March 31.
March 31. Is that on KO, mate? Fucking oath.
Pay-per-view
on
on
KO.
KO.
There's a plug.
He's a pretty handy boxer.
Thurman.
I'd imagine, yeah.
I think he's I don't know if he's a world title winner or is it challenger, Keith Thurman. Is it Keith Thurman?
Urban? No.
Keith
He's
Urban.
a singer.
Keith
Yeah,
Urban.
fuck up Keith Urban.
Can he?
Do you reckon
Fuck
Keith
it.
Urban?
I've heard he can.
Can he throw him?
Southpaw.
Really?
Get out of here.
But plays guitar right-handed, but
Yeah.
fights.
But
And plays
punch
golf
on.
left-handed.
Yeah, and bats right-handed.
Right-handed.
Bats right-handed.
The
He bite himself
bowls.
when he
The
bats?
bowls
He
left-handed.
might. He might be licking himself. He wouldn't need to lick himself, would he?
No,
He'd have someone to
probably
do
not.
that for him.
Yeah, sure.
Not
That's
Nicole.
That's
You get that famous people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
You become a
yeah.
global
They do the licking
superstar.
for you.
Just take someone around who's biting you and
Yeah.
licking him. He's good, is he?
Keith Thurman, yeah.
Keith
Yeah,
Thurman.
he's good. He's good. But our
Are
team
you going to
get it
interview
done.
Costa, Tim? Sorry.
Have we what?
Are you going to interview him?
Well, he's come on the podcast before, so he's actually it was a bit of fun. I don't know what the nature of our thing with him would be today. Maybe just watching him throw hands.
yeah.
You know.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Fuck, he's good. He's good to
And
watch.
He's the
and then
best. He's the man.
Back to
Isn't he?
the tables, hopefully.
And then tonight, what's on tonight?
Well, NRL 360. The
Of
first
course.
taping.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course.
That's what
Oh,
it
yeah,
is.
Kenty's back.
Kenty's
Yeah.
back.
Straight in.
Kenny's back.
And he's
Yes.
back.
And then there's a bit of a do upstairs, I think, boys. Will you be there?
Oh, there is. There
Will
is.
you guys be there
That's
for the
before.
night? Oh, afterwards? There's
Afterwards.
a do afterwards.
Well,
You've got teams.
I've got.
You've got
Me
teams.
and Matty got teams at 8 p.m.
so
that's-
team's a new
that's
show.
much-
New show.
And what I imagine you're going through the teams.
Correct.
Yeah. Name by name.
Yeah.
1 to
good.
17, just bang.
Just go
Pick out
for it.
one.
And you go, will this
What,
be...
give us a bit of insight
Yeah.
into teams,
Patrick
please.
Carrigan.
Okay.
Yeah,
what
that's a
about him?
player.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Just
You just
what-
said
what-
give me a play, and I just gave
No,
Patrick Carrigan.
give us an insight on what the show's about.
I don't know. This is the first time it's ever been aired. I haven't been briefed on
Are
it.
you just a one-liner, like you throw a bit of a...
You
What's
colour
that?
man, or are you...
Yeah, I'm colour.
Yeah.
I could handle. I could probably do both if I wanted to. I could probably do the serious stuff.
You
What
can-
about
there you
boys? What are we going to see? Some like an illusionist or something. You're going to see
We
a
were
show?
talking about that. I wouldn't mind having my mind blown. Well,
Copperfield. Is he still around?
I think he is around.
No,
we
he's
want to
bred.
know...
He's getting bred, isn't he?
We were thinking of
No.
getting some...
The Lions ate him.
Siegfried
Oh, yeah,
Boys.
he got bitten by a lion, I think. We want to get some mushrooms and
Yeah.
go and wig out
Just-
somewhere.
Chalky mushrooms.
That would be the preference.
Yeah.
And then go watch a magician.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Have your
that'd
mind
be...
blown.
Yeah.
Which we're also trying to do for you too, because the spheres are like the spheres. I don't know exactly what I mean for, but like the sort of light show or whatever it is.
So
is
you
meant
want to be
visually
your mind
wig out.
altered.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Fuck yeah.
That's
It,
it.
yeah, it's a funny joint, isn't it? Like, it's just a... Feels like you're just a giant Easter show. Don't you reckon? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we were flying in, he goes, Vegas, mate, it's like the Easter show on steroids.
Yeah. It's
I
like a
was
giant Easter show. Just out dodging us.
Fuck, that's
One way. You're gonna go. Let's go. One way.
There
Love
you
the
go.
Dodgers. All right, guys.
Thanks,
All right.
fellas.
Beautiful.
Have a good week.
Love your work.
Appreciate your time.
Boys,
Thanks for having us.
All the
It's
best for the
great.
rest of the day.
Oh, yeah.
you
It's
too,
going to be a
guys.
long day.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Should be a
showing
long
up,
day.
boys. Appreciate it.
No, you hang up.
Good afternoon, punters and dribblers.
A merry afternoon to all.
Yeah, it's Tom and Eddie here, your heroes, coming to you live, large and in charge from
A parking lot
a
in Las
parking lot in
Vegas.
Las Vegas.
We're on the outskirts. We've had to trek it out here, but that's what we do because we're professionals.
Yeah.
We've come out to see the great, the powerful, fucking absolute thoroughbred Tszyu. Timothy Tszyu, dear, close, personal friend of Tom and I's. I'd almost call him a brother.
I would. I'd call him my brother.
He's here fighting ahead of his fight.
He was training ahead of his fight.
Training ahead of his fight. 31st of March.
Keith Thurman,
KO.
Yeah, Thurman's in for a fucking rough night. If Timmy Tszyu, the Timmy we just spoke to, is anything to go by.
Well, do you remember the old saying, Tom? I'm sure you do. Talk shit, get hit.
Yeah.
Thurman's been talking a lot of shit, and Timmy's taking it personally, and he's going to go out there and pound the bloke.
He's going to beat the fuck out of him, I think was the terms he used. You listen to the podcast, you'll hear it. But he said basically, paraphrasing, I'm going to beat the fuck out of that little cunt.
Yeah, that's paraphrasing, but that's pretty much what he said, if not word for word.
Verbatim.
We also ran into a dear close personal friend of ours, Georgie Rose.
Twinkle Toes Georgie Rose, one of Manly's favourite sons.
Won a comp, got a ring, not a big deal. He was kind enough to share a bit of time with Tom and I.
He was
but that's what you do for your kin.
Yeah, that's
you know.
Right. Yeah, it's a real family vibe inside the gym that I can't fucking find the name.
One
Split T Boxing Club.
Yeah, perfect.
There's also some MMA. It looks like 3 gyms join into one. Like, I don't want to get too specific for you guys, but this obviously looks like maybe 3 businesses operating under the same lease.
I think so. I think what you've seen here is our shared leasing system.
Yeah.
Hard to say off the bat what the division of the lease would be. But we'll assume for now it's a third each.
I would say that. I'd say so, but that obviously depends on like who's bringing in
the cheddar.
Yeah, or maybe the lease is under one person and he's subletting.
But then also you could argue, Tom, if you've got a world champion in there in Tim Tszyu, then maybe Split T's been asked to fork out a little bit more. You know what I mean? Paying for prestige sort of stuff.
Yeah. That makes
Again,
sense.
hard to know. We don't actually have the landowner here with us to bounce ideas off.
Should I go back in and ask? That's just committing to the bit, everyone. Don't worry. I won't be doing that. But by golly, I'm interested.
Listen, we could sit here and talk, leasing till the cows come home.
Company
structures, trusts, etc.
Yeah.
But we must dash.
Yeah, we must away.
Duty calls.
Yeah.
We've
Funnily enough, we actually have to do some work over here.
We actually do. We've got to go back and do
Send
some
some
work.
emails and to do some calls
and do some work and stuff like that.
Which is fucking scat, but it is.
I'm fucking over it, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm fucking furious.
You can probably hear it in my voice.
Yeah,
I'm fucking
furious.
over it. All
we
I
also
do is go home, lay down, and eat Starburst, and no one's letting me.
No, well, actually, I'll sub out Starburst for chicken tenders, and I'll also throw in a Bloody Mary that I didn't get to properly enjoy this morning because we had to go out and do world famous interviews. We then rolled out to go and meet up with our other kin, the mighty Manly Seagulls players out at the UFC Performance Institute, and our fucking dead shit Uber driver, who was very friendly but a fucking idiot.
Well, he was a friendly fuckwit.
And he stunk, apparently. I wouldn't know.
He did. He smelled like old socks. He did. He smelled like old socks. Sweaty old gym socks. It was absolutely
he
foul.
Drove us fucking maybe 6 months the wrong direction.
Put it this way, he was playing the Little Mermaid theme song at
was
one
he?
point.
I'm glad I fell asleep for that. Bit.
I was in hell trying to hold down a vomit. To be honest, if you want a real insight into my life.
Yeah.
Was bouncing along in the back of some bloke's Tesla while he screamed at me and played Little Mermaid, and I almost threw up.
Yeah, that was the vibe, and then got us there to the Manly press conference as the bus was leaving, and we were too embarrassed to try and doorstop any of the players as they got on the bus.
But they were hopping on, so it would have been too much.
Way too much, but I was certainly much too embarrassed to even attempt, and basically we just tried to hide from them.
No bullshit. It was a head down situation.
Head down, scroll on your phone, back constantly
back
to the bus. Okay, they're out of here. Did see Misha Tate though, for what that's worth.
It's not worth much.
Bantamweight world champion in the UFC.
And Brent Reid
of Rugby League Journo fame.
We saw him too.
Yeah. So it's been a big day of seeing people.
Anyway, so apologies to the Manly players.
Sorry you didn't get to talk to us.
Far too embarrassed.
Yeah, sorry you didn't get the chance to speak to your brothers.
But maybe another day.
Maybe another day.
Friday, captain's run.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anyway, we're going on now. Here's Tim.
Yeah, is this regulation size? We'll just start going. We won't even intro.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah, it would be.
Looks about right
Yeah,
to
it looks
me.
about right.
My ring's a bit. My ring's much bigger.
Yours is?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. We just got Olympic size, so this one's better because less running.
That's right.
You don't run that
Less
anyway,
hiding.
mate.
Yeah, for me, no.
No.
I'm not stalking.
How's things? How you feeling?
Yeah, well, very well.
Do you enjoy being out here, out in Vegas? You've been out for a while now, haven't you?
Yeah. Like this is like our 4th time doing camp here, so it's the norm now.
Yeah.
Everything's local now. You know, we've got our local cafes
Yeah,
and places we go to, so it's it feels like second home.
Do you come over here because your fight's obviously here? Is that just to get acclimatised more than anything?
Oh, to a certain extent, but I got plenty of sparring here, training facilities, just being locked in, you know, no distractions. That's what it's all about.
There's an irony to saying there's no distractions in a place like
I
Las
know,
Vegas,
I
which
know.
is distraction city.
I know,
It's
but
bloody
for me,
everywhere.
it's like the opposite, you know. Like Sydney, for me, there's so much going on, but when I get to Vegas, it's like zoned in.
Yeah.
When you put the gloves down, do you nip into town for a little bit of a roulette or blackjack or anything?
You know what?
Is that part of
last
your training?
Last trip we played a bit of blackjack. This time we haven't even touched it. haven't gone near.
Yeah, we'll lure you in, mate. We'll get your claws into you.
Yeah.
You won't come back to the gym.
Especially with my competitive nature, man. It's like losing is not an option.
Well, it's the only option for us so far. We're up against it.
Mate, we are up against it. Do you ever play roulette?
Nah.
Yeah, well, but if you were going to play it, you had to pick a colour, red or black. What would
Yeah,
you be
black.
going?
Black's my favourite colour.
Black, okay. We're just doing a bit of a tally. We want to see what the people think, and then we're going to put it on the consensus, red or black, and hopefully win back the money that we've lost to start the trip, mate. We're off to an absolute shocker.
Oh, no.
Keith Thurman,
Yeah.
31st of March.
Yeah.
How you feeling? Like, what's a bit of insight on Keith?
Yapper. He likes to talk a lot. But he's going down.
He's going down.
One way or another, he's going down. That's it.
You got a round for us? Again, we are chasing our losses.
Yeah. I'd say nice and early,
Okay.
or probably, I don't know, actually later, early. I don't
You've
know. Whatever
narrowed it down for us.
I feel like on the night, actually.
Maybe
so-
late, maybe early. Sweet. Okay, yeah, perfect. We've covered all bases. What's he been saying? You said he's a yapper.
Yeah, he was just calling a bit. He's just, I don't know, talking a bit of smack and saying a few things that are inappropriate. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Being inappropriate.
Too inappropriate to mention?
No, he's just calling me like I'm flat-footed Mexican and saying shit like
Yeah,
that. You know?
right.
So
Right, okay.
you know what you're in for.
Has he seen you
doesn't
fight,
it?
mate?
Of course he has.
Yeah,
Of course
so
he
like,
has,
what's
yeah.
he talking about? Very lippy stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you have you had a chance to put on any other rugby league jerseys since you've been over? Obviously, I know you don't mind.
I only brought one jersey along. That's for a reason.
Yeah, right. You're taking on our Manly Seagulls, so it's there's a bit of rivalry going on here. How do you think your boys
But you
are
know
gonna
what?
do?
I went and spoke to the boys actually at Manly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So you're a Manly fan now.
No, I was there a couple of weeks back. I'm not saying I'm a Manly fan, but I went and spoke to the boys a couple of weeks back. But yeah, I'm going for the bunnies, man. Sorry, boys.
No,
Yeah, that's devastating. Are you going to the game, obviously?
Yeah.
Sick. I think Tommy Turbo puts hurting on you boys, sorry to say. He's looking good.
We'll see, bro. We'll see.
We will see. 3 tries, lock that in.
Oh, put your money on, huh?
Yeah,
If you're
yeah.
losing, put your money on it then.
Yeah, beauty. I think one of us is going to get punched in the guts.
Yeah,
now,
one of us is
that-
going to, and we thought that the man to get punched should be Guts himself,
Yeah.
Tom Birmingham. The man's all guts.
I'm all guts.
The great Georgie Rose said before that they're hoping someone shits themselves, and Tommy Birmingham, who
Well, listen.
basically can shit on cue,
Well, hopefully that
is the
doesn't
man
happen.
for the job.
That would be it'd put a sour note on it's been a great day so far if I shit myself on camera, but content, right? Slave for content.
Slave for content. So Tim, just can you give him a little bit extra? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get this on Tommy.
This is like one of those pregnancy belts, sort of. Hold it like. See, like, I mean, it's obviously soft, but it's not soft. So I'm already wigging out. But like, how is this gonna? I'll be interested to see how the power transfers.
There is layers.
Yeah.
So how many are you gonna? Oh, geez, you.
Yeah, well, I'm
Tight
tight.
in. You're very good, mate. Righto, Tommy.
Christ, fuck, dude. Oh, dude. No, oh, dude. It's actually fucking hurting. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh, That was fucked. That was mate.
Well
that was,
handled, mate.
Yeah, but I was getting winded from the first just tap. Well, thanks for that, mate. That was
Very
great.
nice.
Wonderful. Good luck.
on you, bro.
Good luck.
Legend.
March 31st. Fuck Keith Thurman.
Fuck him.
With the one and only George Rose, we rolling? Fucking oath, how are you, mate?
I'm good. I'm in Vegas.
Yeah, can't complain.
Can't complain at all.
Are you like a resident here now almost? I feel like you guys are always out.
I feel like it. I've never been to America for, 30 odd years of my life, and in the last 2 years I'm here nearly every month. It's no complaints from me.
No, absolutely. You just got in though. You feel
working
tight.
though.
Yeah,
working.
No, it's a working. Well, so are we.
Of course you're working. We're all working.
hard.
Look at us.
We're
We're
working.
professional.
Look at these microphones.
We're working.
Now, is there any concern? You obviously manage a couple of those Bunnies boys. Any concern that you might get a call Sunday morning? Boys might have fucked up.
Well,
or come join us.
I just hope that they fuck up on Saturday. Yeah. That's when I want them to fuck up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like everything falls to shit. Manly get the win.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly
and then,
right.
Then they won't want to drink anyway.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
No, drown their sorrows. Yeah. How's Jackie Boy White looking?
He's actually looking amazing.
Yeah.
So I am glad that he's not playing round one
Yeah.
because he looks amazing, and I reckon once he comes into that team, they'll really take off.
Has he got to fly over with the boys?
Yeah, he's over here, and that's why it's even more of a tease. I'm actually really excited to see him play for him.
Yeah,
because I know the preseason that he's had, and the vibe that he's got around him at the moment.
Yeah.
I just think that he's in for a special season.
So he's absolutely loving the change.
Yeah. I think he's a real bushy. He's a real country boy, and he was always scared of Sydney because every time you come there as a opposing player, you stay like right in the city, and it's like you don't get.
It's a bit full on.
Yeah, you don't get the cool spots like the beaches and
Yeah.
everything else that comes. There's good little pockets in Sydney that are real community spots, and that's what he's sort of got a feel for. His kids are loving it. The family's loving it. They get good coffee. They're not,
Well, they're not in Canberra.
Yeah, it's not a 14-degree summer.
Yeah.
They're loving it.
Yeah.
He's opened his eyes and he's gone, there is a world outside of Canberra.
Yeah. So I reckon he's on.
Sick. Love that.
You hitting the pads in here, mate? You doing any training before?
I was. You just missed it.
Oh, really?
I did a heap of things. I was doing all the lifts and runs
Hitting
and
the heavy bag.
the heavy bag.
Jeez, you recover
Yeah.
quick. You don't
I
have not a
did.
drip of
I
sweat
did.
on you.
Well, it's this is like the sweatsuit.
Oh,
I took the pants off already. Yeah.
Might be an opportunity for you to call out Tyson Fury, mate.
Well, he's not at his best at the moment.
Yeah,
Might
he's
be a good
vulnerable.
time.
He's vulnerable.
Love a vulnerable opponent. Love
that's
it.
right.
What do you reckon about that? Do you
That's
reckon,
my go.
What do you think about Francis and AJ?
Oh, two good rigs. I reckon it's just a rig off. That one.
It is a rig off.
It's an absolute rig off.
You see those guys. Do you reckon Francis can beat him?
I reckon he can. I reckon he can. I reckon AJ's got to keep moving because that big. No one wants to get hit by Francis, and he showed that anybody he touches, you sleep.
Yeah, well, when he dropped Tyson, everyone was like, oh, this isn't discreet.
This is real.
This is real.
Yeah.
Everyone thought, oh, mate, a bit of an exhibition. Like, no. This guy's fucking legit.
Nah, and I love his story. He's there to win. Good on him.
Yeah.
What about those Manly boys? We look pretty good this year. That's our feeling, at least. You know what I mean?
I reckon we're on this week for starters,
Yeah.
and then I reckon it's going to be a good year for Manly. I saw someone tipped them to win the comp. So
That would have been us.
Yeah, someone other than you. I know that's a given. That's a given. So
Okay, someone with
not
some
that you don't have credibility. But it's
These
yeah.
mics scream credibility.
When somebody else says it, I'm like, wow, shit, we're a chance.
yeah, not us. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And Tim, you excited to see him get in the ring 31st of March and get to work?
Absolutely. And, I just reckon he couldn't have had a better opponent, a loudmouth American who comes out talking shit.
Yeah.
And it's just stoking the fire of him, and he's ready to roll. And Vegas debut, I'm pumped for that.
Yeah.
I'm so pumped. T-Mobile Arena will be buzzing.
Will you go home before the fight, or are you just going to stay here and rip and tear for another month?
No, that's too long. I'm going home. I'm, go back to Jesus or something like that there. And a couple of weeks later, we're straight back over. So we've got a couple of fight nights on back home, do them, and then get straight back on the plane back over here. And 2 weeks we got here then, so...
That's a while.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
I reckon I'll do a number on myself a few times early.
Yeah.
And then,
chill,
grow up.
and then another one.
Well, we've been telling people that we've been here for a week, and they go, what, a week?
Yeah.
So 2 weeks is really, that's pushing the envelope.
It shows too.
Oh, thank
so
you.
I hate to see myself after 2 weeks.
Well, mate, like, yeah, that's it. What are we? Is it day 2 or is it day 3?
Oh, I think we've only had 2
It
nights.
feels like day 4, but I almost threw up in the Uber on the way here, George. We're doing well.
You're doing very well. I'm even filthy at you though. I thought you'd shit yourself before on the pad.
Mate, I honestly could have shit myself. Yeah. Like honestly, if I was in I guess a safer space, I may have allowed it to happen. But with the cameras, with a world champion hitting you, I just felt like
in a foreign country.
In a foreign country, I don't have a change of clothes with me. I don't know where is there a shower here. What do I do? Now, if I am a slave to content, not that much of a slave yet.
Yeah, I mean, that would be rock bottom,
that
right?
That would
shit yourself on the pads.
Shitting yourself for a laugh.
On the mats in Vegas for a laugh.
Imagine laying on the ground winded, like you can't even catch your breath and you're just shitting yourself.
Yeah. And then you got to Uber it home. Half hour.
Yeah, half an hour, exactly.
Yeah. Can I borrow jump in a wrap around my waist so no one can...
I have to put you in the boot.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, mate,
that would have been a great start to my trip.
Well, yeah, you're right. That would have been. We'd put that on the promo. Yeah. Put that on the fucking...
If we can cut this, I'm going to tell everyone that actually happened anyway.
Just do it, mate. That's fine.
Yeah.
Look, I don't mind that. I have shit myself and I've admitted it before, so... If it's in the pursuit of selling fights...
Use it in the promos.
Yeah, use it in the promos. You have
Tim makes Blake shit himself.
Get a cutaway of me rolling around on the ground.
I can see it now.
Yeah.
Just gravy everywhere.
Put in some fart sound effects in post.
Everybody will want to watch that.
Yeah, I think so. That's good stuff. All right, well, I might go and I feel like a shower.
Could you two just not talk anymore?